Taurus, how are you doing? Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I'm going to do a blind spot reading for you today. This is a completely open reading. I'm using oracle decks. I'm going to use my Elki deck, She Who, but it is actually called Elki, like the French. And then I'm going to go into my Moonology deck, and I'm going to go into the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck. So we're going to pull out, I want to ask like what's coming towards you. It's kind of a blind spot. I don't want to call it that because maybe you see it coming, maybe you don't. But it's definitely something coming towards you, or you're working your way towards something here. So I want to just see what that is, kind of just leave the reading very open. I do want to also say, as I sat down to do your reading, I don't know if you have something going on with someone who is a Virgo, or kind of like a Virgo energy, someone who may spend a lot of time like looking at patterns in people or situations, or just another earth sign. I can't get Virgo out of my head as I sit down to do your reading. So I don't know if that means something specific to somebody, or maybe that's what's coming towards you is a Virgo. But gosh, it's like I really tried to get that out of my head and I can't. So that's what we got. So we're going to start with this deck. What's coming towards Taurus here? What is coming towards my bovine babies? Oh, and there is an extended at the end of this as well. The link is at the top of the description. And I'm going to just continue to pull cards and see what the energy of the situation continues to be moving into the future for you. Let's see. What is coming towards Virgo? She who aches, sadness, solitude, silent withdrawal. Ooh, this is someone who's kind of in a bad place. Kind of seems like someone who's in sort of a bad place here, Taurus. Somebody who's out in the cold. It kind of has that feeling of like the Five of Pentacles. Someone who maybe you haven't been dealing with for a while. Interesting, I would say Five of Pentacles, and I couldn't help but say, as I started this reading, as I sat down, I don't know if it's another earth sign, but Virgo kept coming into my head here. Sadness, solitude, silent withdrawal. Wow, like this is someone who's sad. They've been quiet. They've been in solitude. Oh, interesting, because Virgo is also the Hermit card. So maybe that's the message. That seems like, yeah, that seems like the message. So someone who has been in sort of solitude and very withdrawn, if not to the world around them, at least between you and them. I'm going to pull out a Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle card and get more information about, my gosh, this reading. I'm really clumsy. I don't want to blame that on the cards. I almost did it again. Oh my gosh. So clumsy. I will never outgrow that. I'm going to be turning 49 in just over a month. Still really clumsy. I don't think I'm going to outgrow that. Tell us more information about this energy, this person that is coming towards Taurus. God, I want to get Lamb. This person has very innocent intentions. This person is in a very innocent space. They may have sacrificed something here. This person may have gone through some sort of a sacrifice, and maybe that sacrifice has something to do with why they've been in solitude and silent and withdrawn. I'm just hearing like the lamb, the sacrificial lamb. Like there's been some sort of sacrifice. But what sits behind this person is kind of a kaleidoscope of I want to say hope. So there's someone, Taurus, and I do want to say, I feel like they're holding the energy of Virgo. They don't have to be a Virgo. Could just be prominent in their chart, or some sort of placement in their houses. Their astrological houses, and it's playing out for them right now in that way, and that they have gone through a period, they're going through a period of sadness. But both these cards, they're looking at me, so they're looking at you. It does feel like someone you disconnected from, someone that you haven't seen. But they're kind of sad about this. They're kind of coming out like a spring lamb. So they are coming out a little bit new from this energy that they've been in, a bit of a rebirth, but I don't see that yet for them. Because they're sitting in the cold, so they're sitting in the snow, they're sitting in winter, and you think of the spring lamb and the sacrificial lamb. So I feel like this person, maybe as the weather gets better, depending on where you are. I'm in the Northern Hemisphere, so we're kind of starting to go through spring. Thank you all my dear Southern Hemisphere watchers that have been keeping the sun nice and warm for us. It's coming around to us again. I'm so sorry for stealing it on you. But this person is coming out like kind of fresh and new. I don't feel like they want to take the things from the past with them because of this fresh spring lamb feeling. But they're still in this period of isolation. So I don't think you're in like much communication at all. Probably not at all with this person. And there's been some sort of sacrifice for them to do this for some reason. Interesting that we have the bird there. Is that like a magpie or is that a mockingbird? I don't know. Now, I want it to me, like I have mockingbirds in other decks, and it's the bird that sings just before the sun finally rises. So I feel like it's approaching, that this person will be coming towards you. So why will they be coming towards Taurus? Why would they be coming towards Taurus? Why will they be coming towards Taurus? Why will they be coming towards Taurus? Why is this person coming towards Taurus that has been in some sort of... That's a lot of cards, but well, let's see what happens. Surrender to the divine. It's time to take action. Nothing will come of this situation. Interesting. This is why they're coming towards you, Taurus. I feel like this person is being surrendered to divine. This is not why they're in the solitude. That's not why I asked. So they're feeling like there's a reason they need to come towards you. That there's a reason for this. They're surrendering to the divine. Maybe they themselves don't even understand it fully. It's a full moon. It's all... No, they understand it. It's fully clear. It's fully illuminated. They may feel that there's some sort of divine reason for you to be together or for you to come back into connection, to speak with each other. It's time to take action. Nothing will come of this situation. I feel like nothing will come of this situation if this person doesn't take some sort of action. They're being they're surrendering to the divine. But there's a full moon here, so they see very clearly, or they're going to, when they come towards you. And it's to start a new cycle. Because we're going from a full moon to a new moon, and then a void of course moon. So they're sort of surrendering, and they're taking the path that they feel that they need to be taken. There's some sort of divine reason for this. And they see it clearly. They're going to see it very clearly. They've made some sort of sacrifice to be distant. But I feel like this distance has held them in a sadness and almost an aching and a yearning. And then these two cards, like this new beginning, a void of course. There's nothing, when they do come forward, because there's nothing influencing this moon, a void of course moon. It's not sitting in any other like energy that it's... I mean, the moon is all about absorption and reflection. It's always sitting in somebody's zone and reflecting some sort of light. Obviously, always reflecting the sun's light. The two of them are intertwined, but it's in a period of time where, you know, the moon is sort of in its own energy. And this is going into a new cycle, a new moon, and it's about taking action. So the new cycle starts. They don't really know where it's going either, how this could play out. Because it is new, Nothing is illuminated. It's completely darkened moon. There's nothing new about this course. They do know from either experience with you from the past that they are supposed to move towards you. They're supposed to come out of this sadness, solitude, silent withdrawal. And then they will take action to come towards you, because it feels like, well, nothing will come of this situation without that. They're playing some sort of part here where they need to take some sort of action to come towards you. The bottom is you are very close to achieving your goal. It kind of tells me that, again, because of the mockingbird, the first one to sing, even before that there's any twilight in the sky, and the spring lamb coming out fresh, that you're getting close to this happening. Maybe it is a goal of yours or of this person's. I think definitely of this person's, to connect with you, to contact you. The turtle and the bee and the black egg. Wow. So everything that's underneath here is interesting. So this time is coming closely. It's starting to approach. The turtle, a very slow progress here and coming up out of deep water. This person has been on a deep dive. But once they come out, it's a very different energy. I feel like they're actually, all this sadness and kind of melancholy is because of the silent withdrawal here and the solitude. It's, again, the sacrificial lamb. This isn't what this person wants to do, but for some reason they have to. So some sort of situation or circumstance is playing out around you or them or a situation, and they need to be withdrawn from you, perhaps. Because as they come out, like, it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful energy, and there's some sort of truth here, some sort of hidden truth. Again, this is a spirit card. We have a water, the alchemical symbol of water and air, and then we have spirit. So, and they will come out very grounded, again, because we have the earth energy. Surrender to the divine. Once they know it's time to go forward, they may also, well, I do want to say that they may be guided that this is not the time to move forward. Sort of like a perfect timing, a divine timing, surrender to the divine. And then they'll take their action. And when they do, there's some sort of truth to come forward here. Something that you don't know, something that's been hidden. And at the bottom here, she who rises up, empower, uplift, and elevate. Wow. This person has been holding back for some reason, and it's like a sacrifice for them. They've had to sacrifice wanting to come towards you, and speak to you. This person could be working somewhere. Maybe they could be overseas or in another country, another state or province, and because of everything that's been going on, they've been like physically held back. Or they've needed to work on, like, there's some sort of sacrifice has taken place here. And let me pull out, see if we can find out what that sacrifice is. We will go with, yeah, we will go with this card. All right, let's see. What is the sacrifice? What is the sacrifice that this person has made? What is the sacrifice that this person has made that they have not been able to come towards Taurus? What is the sacrifice that this person has made that they have not been able to come towards Taurus? Judgment. Okay. The Judgment card. I mean, the obvious, too. I mean, we've talked about this person is coming out in a very different energy than what they sit in right now. So there is sort of like a rebirth process. But there's something more to this than that. There's the cycles of the moon, the waxing, the full, the waning. in the pot, in a pot of fire. In a pot of fire and coming out. I couldn't help but notice a few times when I was splitting the deck, I saw the five of wands and the emperor. And I'm just getting like being like in the pot, being in the thick of it. This person, so I don't feel like that this person is isolated from the rest of the world. I feel like their isolation is specifically to do with you. And they are waiting in a way, like for divine timing here, to have like a judgment and a rebirth. And they're being guided to do this. This person may be trying to uplift others. Yeah, this whole reading like really reeks to me of like some sort of sacrifice. Uplifting others, helping others come out of a difficult predicament. And it could be dealing with a family or friend, maybe somebody who's in a very tight situation, maybe someone who's not well, or someone who has a lot going on in their life. They themselves could have a lot going on with their life. But it does have something to do with what feels like it's a higher calling, or this is something also that's being asked of them by the universe as a whole. The Five of Cups. Yeah, they've had to put, this person has had to put like something on hold. They've had to put the things that they are emotionally drawn to on hold to be able to do whatever is being asked of them on a higher level. But they do feel a higher level connection with you. But for whatever reason, they can't engage in that connection. But that time is approaching. Oh, look at what's at the bottom. Wow. Wow. And then it's reversed. So I have these three because everything's reversed after that. You have the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Wands. This, for some of you, this could be like a partner. This could be a business partner or a romantic partner. Some sort of partnership where you have a lot of love for each other. And for some reason, there's been like a distance or a separation here. But I feel like you're not really communicating at all. Maybe you are. Maybe any communication you have is like kind of quick and fleeting. But for some of you, I feel like you're not even in communication with this person. Because it says silent. Silent, withdrawal, solitude, sadness. They ache. They ache for you. Like the sacrifice they're making, perhaps is some sort of karmic debt that they have to fulfill. But once it comes out, it's like, it's very wonderful. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. There will be communication. This will happen. And perhaps because this person realizes that they're the one that has not been taking any action, has been withdrawn, has been silent, that now as energy has played forward and will play forward, that it is up to them to be the one that engages again with you. Wow, that's interesting. Well, there. What did you think of that? I just wanted to do like a free open reading and see what was happening out there. So I really enjoyed that. I'm going to go do the extended, and I'm going to continue to pull out cards. I haven't decided actually what deck yet. When I sit down to do it, I'll decide what decks I'm going to use to pull out for the extended and see what other information we can get moving forward. Thank you so much, Taurus. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.